this Cormani McClain situation, this playing time situation going on in Colorado. We got the clip from Coach Prime. I'm just going to play it here real fast for you.
Mentioned last week that Cormani seeing the field was up to Cormani. I wonder if you could elaborate on what you want to see him do. Did he help his case?
Study, prepare. Study, prepare. Be on time for meetings. Show up to the darn meetings. Understand what we're doing as a scheme. Want to play this game. Desire to play this game. Desire to be the best in this game. At practice, in the film room, and on your own free time. You do know that I check film time for each player upon the week. Thursday, I need film time from the whole staff so I can see who's been preparing. And that's just not about commodity. That's about a multitude of them. So if I don't see that, you would be a fool to put somebody out there and they're unprepared. Can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. I'm old school. I'm sorry.
Did Oregon help in that regard? Because he got out there late.
What a score. Shoot. I started to put you out there at one point.
Being a former athlete, just watching some of the clips, I watched a few, well-off videos, a couple other things. It did not take much for me to see some of his deficiencies in this game, some of the constant themes that they would had to keep reminding him. Finish, Kamani. That's something that I heard plenty times. Kind of pulls up on plays at times in a lot of the videos I saw. Just a lot of, like I said, small practice habits, and as they said, watching film and study, time in the classroom, time off the field. Certain things that I'm sure he's not at this, age of 18, 19 years old as a true freshman isn't really taken very seriously. So some of the takeaways I had, from the video, personally, I did not agree with Coach Prime broadcasting and putting out, airing out the news in the way in which he did. I know a lot of people would disagree with that, but personally, I don't believe that you do that to an 18, 19-year-old freshman. I believe you keep a lot of these problems in house. I do not believe that this is something that you create news and a continued outside fodder about and talk. It's something that you quell these questions and say something that's PC or cliche. I don't think that you go about it in that route. And I seen it. An 18, 19-year-old kid is going to reply in what you did. He made an Instagram post saying that everything is not what it seems. So many words behind the scenes, and you can only know what you see. And I agree. It is a lot of politics. He says he had mentioned politics, and that's something that I saw as well. I mean, just the fact that everybody makes mistakes on this field, and there are definitely people that get the head, who have I guess you could say, they're afforded more leverage or leeway in making mistakes. Just because their last name is Sanders, in my opinion. So, yeah, personally, I feel like it's kind of complex. It's a complex situation. There's a lot of complexities to this. I have seen that he does need to get better. That's just from an athletic perspective. From my eyes, I saw he had a lot of deficiencies. He needs to work on and get in the weight room. This some explosiveness out of his breaks. There's certain things he does have to work on as a player. I do feel like he has a lot of potential, though. I do feel like he should have already seen the field. And in this new time and age, like I said, this transfer portal, he's very lucky that to be a baller in this age. Because back in the day, coaches would play with you from this standpoint. They get you to sign, tell you everything that you need to hear to get you to sign, and then you have to ask them for a release, and you had to sit out a year to transfer from D1 to D1. So yeah, he's very lucky he's living in these times that he's living in. So that's one plus for Cormani McClain. Personally, I would advise him to. I know this is not what everybody else would advise, but I'd advise him to jump in that transfer portal. Go ahead, hop in there, and go somewhere where it's a better environment for you to play. It's more conducive, because a lot of these kids do not. They do not condone and they do not get on board with a old school mentality. A lot of these guys, it's unfortunate, but it's the times that we're in. You have to. He's a 5-star prospect. You have to make the environment good in which way that he can thrive in. Everyone will not have this cookie cutter approach where they have to fall in line and learn you as this old school mentality, which I'm sure Deion Sanders portrays. So personally, I feel like as I said, it's messed up that, in my opinion, how the way in which Deion aired out this 18, 19-year-old kid, he's being real. So you got to respect that. But I think you keep some of these things in closed doors, behind closed doors. That's just me personally. as a man, I don't feel like you joke around. And this is a guy's life. At this point, this is his livelihood. It's the way in which he's paying for college. His future depends on it, and there's a lot of real life implications that we do not see. As from onlookers. So personally, yeah, I just think that's about it, man. Personally, if I was Cormani McClain, I would not stand for it. If I was him, personally, I'm hopping in that transfer portal because certain ways that you go about things, and disrespecting your player or um, bringing the inside the locker room or inside the team to the public is not the way in which, in my opinion, a coach should go about things. This isn't professional football. This is this is collegiate athletics. And once again, I mean, yeah, that's about it. So, man, I appreciate y'all listening. 10 piece short. Hopefully, everything hit you good, and you learn something from this, man. Appreciate it.